So just wanted to make another update on this rally tractor. I think I made one earlier. Pulled out the 11 horse and put in the 17 twin that we pulled out of that other tractor. And just had to drill new mounts and stuff. Spent the whole day working on that because it was a bitch to get them mounts in. But then we had to cut out that piece there. That's where the gas tank was mounted on. We'll find another place, maybe, who knows, maybe down where the battery is. We'll figure out another place for the battery. That'll be a nice place. We can put it anywhere. It doesn't have to be above the engine like it was here or anything, because there's a fuel pump on this engine, unlike that one was a gravity-fed carburetor. Anyways, here's what I really want to get going on. So I'm gonna have to contact the guy. I don't have his contact information. I just got it from his buddy who dropped it off and stuff, and I was just supposed to contact him, but I want to contact the owner. Here's the reason why. So we might have to. Well, this is basically. It looks like so far we're looking like an abort the like an abortion. We're looking at like aborting the project, and I'll show you why. So here's the valve seal. It's not damaged at all. Looks good. But here's where here's where the problem lies. When I actually put the valve seal here, it's supposed to actually fit in here very tight. As you can see, there's a gap in between there, and you can see how loose that is. So number one, even this is bad, just having to do it like that. If it went in like that, I could have peened it out, but if you look at the gap in between there, you see that gap? There's like almost a millimeter of a gap there. You can see how much you can move that. Also, another thing is, if you take a look at this lip right here, see that lip? This is actually aluminum that was pushed back. If you actually, when I stick this valve seal in there, you see how far in that goes? It's way too far, and it should be right out to here. Right there. Yeah, about right there. And if you look at where the other one is for the intake, they're both the same on these Briggs. You can see it's right there. What happened was, is it actually, I'm thinking what happened is this was probably loose for a while, and he kept running on it before it finally got hung up on the valve in that crazy, interesting looking way. It was like hung up right in between there, and it was jamming the valve up. It didn't bend the valve or anything. There usually isn't too much force on them, so. And so it was probably going around in here and stuff, and it does it so much, and stuff was probably slamming up against there, and it probably caused this hole to get widened out, and not only that, push this aluminum back in, because that's the only thing I could have possibly think of, that it pushed this aluminum back in, and now I can't fit that in there. So the only thing we could do is probably take it to machine shop. They machine that out so that way this fits in back the way it was, or get a new block. So we could take it to a machine shop. They can fit in a new seat, and I can finish the process, or I can put in a new block, or if he decides to just junk the tractor, you know, because it is fairly old. But we're not saying like that. He wants it fixed, so we're gonna find the cheapest possible way to fix this without any issues. Now, and other people suggest peening, meaning you take a, it isn't very recommended by Briggs & Stratton or any of the other makers, but all you do is you actually just take a, like a chisel-like thing, not a chisel, a punch, and you punch out all the way around here, and you just keep punching in, and what it does is squishes the aluminum and tightens up that valve seal. Also, another thing is some of the Loctite, the bearing stuff, the bearing sealer stuff, that Loctite. Adding a little bit of that usually helps. It doesn't. I'm not really sure if it lasts against heat, but they say it helps keeping the seal from coming back in. But the only reason why I can't peen this here is, number one, there's already way too much of a gap in between here, so squishing it might not even be getting it tight enough. But also, this is pushed back here, so if I wanted to get this to come out here, I have to get it out like right here and stuff, and I won't be able to do that because of that squish back. So this block here, this whole area here needs to get fixed, and that a machine shop would have to do. I don't have a machine shop or anything. I don't do machining down here, so yeah, so I'm gonna talk to the guy. I need to get his phone number and stuff and ask him what he wants to do to this. I can probably get another block for fairly cheap. I mean, cheap meaning around under $100. I'm hoping. I did see a few of these sell for under $100, but it's all up to what he wants to do, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.